If I could have your attention, we're going to get started with the ceremony. I want to welcome everybody. Sorry about the seating arrangements, but it puts a big smile on my face to see a crowd like this. We got a lot to be proud of tonight. We're going to start with the posting into colors. So if everybody could stand, if you're able, for the posting of our colors. If you could join us with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and you may be seated. Well, good evening, and again, thank you all for coming, and those who are watching at home on TV, thank you for coming tonight to honor these recruits, our new set of firefighters that are going to graduate here from ECC and become firefighters in Illinois. It's always a good honor, and we've been kind of shut down with COVID, and to see a room full of supporters is really cool because this is a great accomplishment for what these kids started and went through for this semester. I welcome you all, but I want to make some introductions because the fire service is a team. It's a team sport. We don't do anything on our own. Much, much different than our brothers in the police department. They drive around a lot on their own and they meet up on a call. Our guys do nothing without being a team. And that team also extends to us as the guys that run the academy. And we have a team here. It wasn't me that put this academy together. It wasn't a singular instructor. It was a team effort. And that team effort's big, and you'll see a lot of it here today. And it starts at the top with Dr. Sam, our college president, who was the idea guy for this place about 15 years ago or more. And he's going to tell you a little bit about it when he comes up here. We have our associate deans, Kyla Wegman and Yolanda Barnes, and they both came out tonight. They're our staff at main campus that when we need something, we give them a call. And believe it or not, firemen break a lot of things because my Monday mornings things are usually, Dear Chief, on Saturday during training, blah, blah, blah is broke and we get it fixed. And then I have to make the call to get the equipment fixed. But that's part of the business that we're in. That support is something that we have to make this successful. I have my three lead instructors in the Fire Academy, Chris Tierney, Karen Stout, and Tony Ferreira. These are three leaders in the fire training world. They're three leaders in District 509, local fire departments. They're leaders who want to pass on the knowledge that they've gained over their careers to these young recruits to get them off on a good foot. I'm going to have Dr. Sam come up and address the crowd and tell you a little bit about his thoughts about this day. With that, before he comes up, can we bring the recruits in? Well, welcome, recruits. You're almost late for the party. Heard a little laughing going on out there. But with that being said, there's a lot of people here that are proud of you. You may be seated. Dr. Sam?
Good evening. Are we still doing it remotely? Good evening. All right, all right. I like it that way. The last time we did that was a few years ago, and so it is such a wonderful pleasure to have it in person. And we are ready to break the fire code again by having more than enough people in this room. And there are firefighters here who can handle it. And so I'm not worried about that. Good evening. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, chaired by Ms. Reiko, to this wonderful, wonderful event. And before I continue, I'd like to make a point of personal privilege to welcome Mrs. Fahey here. It's good to see you here. Thank you. And welcome to all of you. Some people love going to weddings, and some people love going shopping. For me, I love going to graduations. And so thank you for making it possible for me to have one of the things that I love so much. You've worked hard. We don't just allow people to come in and then go out. You've worked hard. You deserve this. When your name is called, take your time. You've earned it. And strut and come forward. It's yours. Celebrate it. I know there were times that you were wondering whether you were doing the right thing or not. You wanted to give up. But as you can see, you had so many family members that kept you going. And with your own inner strength, you were able to push and succeed. And all of us here are thankful to you for deciding to go into a profession that will serve this community. I often say when you see a fire truck going on the street, there's an ECC graduate on it. That was our goal 15 years ago when the idea of this campus was conceived. And I'm glad to see all of you go through this program to serve our community. I would like to thank the staff, the instructors, and everybody involved for putting them through these challenges, and now they say you are ready for prime time. Well, I hope you wouldn't need to go into difficult situations, but they say you are ready. So thank you, faculty and staff, for this wonderful accomplishment of getting new firefighters into our community. Well, this ceremony is bittersweet. Sweet because you are graduating, but bittersweet because this gentleman is retiring. He has been at the forefront of what we've done for the last several years. And thank you, Chief, for everything you've done to train the next generation of firefighters to serve this community. Thank you. Thank you. And last but not least, I hear it's his birthday, so let's sing for him. Let's see if firefighters can sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chief. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Thank you all.
I was not ready for that, but it is my 61st birthday today, and I have decided to retire, and tonight's not about my retirement, it's about these 16 people. 31 years in the fire service, and another 6 years, 37 years. So I've seen a lot, and what Dr. Sam said warms my heart, because it does make me happy to see you guys graduate. It does make me happy to see you guys get into the fire service trained by the best in the business. It gives me confidence that you're going to protect our community and you're going to stay safe. So with that being said, now we're going to move on to you guys and to talk a little bit about what you've done for the last 16 weeks. The last 16 weeks, think about it, they started in January. They started in the snow and the ice and the cold. And then they went through the rain, and every Saturday and every Thursday and every Tuesday evening, they were out in it, and they had to work, they had to run, they had to get in shape, they had to do sit-ups. And in that 16 weeks, they went home tired. They went home probably a little bit crabby for some of you that live with them. They probably were a little whiny, because, oh, I'm tired, leave me alone, I gotta study. But it was all for a good cause, because there's something special about being a firefighter. And they're joining a family tonight that's going to really make their lives just so much more enjoyable and fortunate. And again, for a guy that's been doing it for 37 years, I've come to work with a smile on my face every day, and you guys are on that road today. So if I could bring our lead instructors up, and we want to give out our degrees, and have everybody, as we call your name, come across, shake hands, and Dr. Sam, if I can get you on the right-hand side here, I'll have Dr. Sam give you your degree, and or your certificate, and we're going to have our cameraman, Mark, take a picture of you guys.
And I'm going to ask the person in charge of all the academic work on campus join me.
So our first candidate tonight that's going to receive a certificate of completion is Zachary Anderson. Dr. Sam, wait. Our next candidate is Darren Anlicker. Michael Kumbo. Well done, well done. Lorenzo Esquivel. Brought the cheering team, good for you, man. Philemon Galvin. Good job, brother. Jesus Garcia. Way to go, Jesus. Don't leave her hanging. Matthew Hall. Well done, Matthew. Daniel Laporte. Good job, Daniel. Christopher Larson. Michael Major. Ralph Malcara. Well done, Ralph. Jalen, I brought my cat, Mayfield. Well done, brother. Jared Merzerlak. Well done, well done. Tyler Rilbrandt. Tyler, well done. Yeah. Ann Senna. Got a whole crowd. Congratulations. And last but not least, Zachary Watchell. Zachary. Well done. Yes. Okay, sit down. Sit down. All right, sit down. Thank you. Well, thank you. Congratulations, Academy Class 2201. You know, they often say too much is given, much is expected, and that's what happens when you become a firefighter. You've been given a great opportunity by your sponsoring departments. You've been given a great opportunity by the college to be able to come here and learn your trade. And now much is going to be requested of you guys. I'm going to have a couple of other speakers come up to address the crowd and address the recruits. They're going to talk a little bit about your training, about their expectations for you. And the people that train in this academy are leaders in the fire service. There's a whole host of them back there that help. Every Saturday they come out, they take time off, and they run these kids through their drills, morning, noon, and all the way into night. And at the end of the night, they still have to come in and wash the fire truck, sweep the floors, make sure that everything's squared away, get their gear into the gear washer, and be ready for the next day. And I'm the one that checks that out on Monday morning. And every now and then I'll leave a nasty note on the blackboard. Really? There's mud on the tires. So it's really to set that expectation of when they become professionals and start in their careers of what's expected of them. And some of that expectation has been led by the lead instructor. So I'm going to start with Lieutenant Chris Tierney, one of the lead instructors, to come up and say a few words to you guys.
Good evening. Welcome. My name is Chris Tierney. I'm a lieutenant with the Shrewsbury Fire Department, as well as a lead instructor here at ECC. I've been in the fire service for a little over 17 years and part of this fire science program for about 6. I'm honored to be a lead instructor for the Fire Academy and would like to thank Chief Fahey, Brian Thompson, Dr. Sam, Dean Taylor, and the entire ECC staff for providing all the means necessary to train these future firemen. Thank you. I got to adjust this thing here. Short people. Before addressing the recruit class, there's a few things that I would like to talk about. As everyone here tonight has met Chief Fahey, our senior director out here at ECC, As Chief said, he's been in the fire service for over 30 years, longer than most of us have been alive. You're welcome. He rose through the ranks in the Elgin Fire Department and found his way to ECC after retiring as the chief of the department. Chief Fahey is now retiring from his position here, and this is his final academy class. Chief, you might not know it, but you've been a mentor, a leader, a friend to not only me, but everybody else here. You taught us a lot about running a successful fire academy, and I think it shows. You've given us the opportunity to develop a program, make it our own, and without your guidance and support, we would not have the program that we have today. Now, one thing that I do have to say is true. If somebody tells you an Irishman is stubborn, they're not lying. There were many phone calls between the chief and I that ended a little hot, but it doesn't get more Irish than John Paul Fahey. In all seriousness, we wouldn't want it any other way. Thank you for being that leader and mentor all of us needed to help become the instructors we are. On behalf of Chief Stout, Lieutenant Farrar, and myself, thank you for your dedication to this college, this program, these students, and all of us instructors. We wish you nothing but the best. Enjoy Mrs. Fahey, the girls, and maybe some Irish whiskey. Again, thanks. We love you, Chief. The next thing I want to address is the family and friends of the recruits that are here tonight, as well as everybody that's watching this from home. Night one in the academy is an important night here. Although we might not be out on the training tower stretching hose or throwing ladders, us instructors take the time to truly explain the fire service to all these recruits. Some of our recruits come here with some experience, maybe some family on the job, or just knowledge that they learned on their own. But some of them walk through these doors knowing nothing about the fire service. We feel it's our job to explain the culture, the duty, pride, and traditions of the fire service to each and every one of them. We also stress to them how they're joining a second family and the importance of brother and sisterhood. We explain how this job requires a lot from us. It takes time away from home, things like holidays, birthdays. This job takes a toll on us physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's the brotherhood and sisterhood. It's that second family that we join when we get into the fire service that help us get through a career that most people couldn't. Relying on our brothers and sisters on the job helps us get through things when they're difficult. We understand each other. We kind of look out for each other. We have that bond like no other profession has. If we look around the room at the chiefs, the officers, and the other firemen that have spent any amount of time on a job, they can all tell you about their first bad call. That call that they still dream about, the call that still might haunt them. They can tell you it like it was yesterday. As we rely on our fire service family, it's you guys, it's you family of these recruits here tonight, as well as the ones watching from home, that are the most important. You're the family at home that keeps the wheels from falling off. You're the ones that deal with us when we're tired after a long shift, ask my wife, or when a call is bothering us emotionally. We want to thank all of you for the care and support you've shown these recruits as they went on this journey to become part of the fire service. We ask that all of you continue to support these young men and women as they progress in what will be a long, healthy, successful career. Take care of them emotionally. Talk to them about their shift. Please, just keep an eye on them. I say this because it's coming from a guy who still sees certain calls. Someone who comes home tired and crabby, again, ask my wife. But I couldn't do it without the support of her, my kids, and my family. Believe me, they're going to need you too. With that, could I please ask for all of our recruits to stand up, and let's give our family a round of applause. Try and make this quick. There's one more topic I want to talk about before addressing our recruit class as a whole. We were fortunate enough to have a class with multiple military personnel in it, and I'd like to recognize them for their dedication and commitment to serving our country and protecting all of us. So can I please ask for our military recruits to stand? Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. Sit down. All right, to class 2201, we made it. We're at the finish line. How good does it feel? Let me hear it. Yeah? Every one of you worked incredibly hard these past 16 weeks to complete a fire academy most people shouldn't. Each and every one of you should be proud of yourself. This is the start of your long career, your long, successful, healthy career in the best profession on earth. Ask any one of these firemen in the back of the room and they're going to tell you the same thing. There's nothing better than putting on that turnout gear, jumping on the rigs, turning those lights and sirens on, heading to maybe that structure fire or that auto extrication or to maybe even that cardiac arrest. That feeling that we get that we're on our way to help somebody on their worst time of need is rewarding. It's exciting. It's adrenaline filled. I'd be lying to you if I said that every outcome was good. There are some that we can't control. But what's important is that you take all the skills that you've been taught in this fire academy and you apply them and help in any way possible. I said something to you in the very beginning of this academy, and it was a quote from a movie that I told every one of you to watch. What movie was that? Burn, right? Detroit Firefighter said, until you put your life up as collateral for a complete stranger, you don't know what life-saving is about, right? And each and every one of you, after watching you complete this academy, I have full confidence you will give everything you got to help somebody on their worst day. You will apply the skills you learn, you will be smart on the fire ground, and you will show leadership and dedication and empathy and respect to the people that we serve. It's what you've been taught, and it's our duty to the people that we serve. Don't ever forget that. Something else we told you early on in this academy was that the fire service owes you nothing, and to live and work as if you owe it everything. There have been many firemen before us who have made the fire service what it is today, and it's our responsibility to keep that going. A lot of us live by the saying, try to make the place a little bit better than you found it. This is what we call pride and passion for the job. I challenge all of you to live the same way as firefighters. Promise me that one day you're going to pass that same advice down to the next recruit. As your time in the academy here is coming to an end, we ask that you take everything you've learned and build on it. Prove to your brothers and sisters back at your departments that you have what it takes to be part of the team. Perfect the craft of being an excellent firefighter. Become that person that every other fireman, every lieutenant or captain wants as a member of their company. Our job here is to provide you with the knowledge and skills to perform this job, and each and every one of you have succeeded, and I'm sure you guys are going to make great firefighters wherever you may land. We saw you go through some hard times here, right? We left frustrated, like Chief said, sore, tired, in pain. We had a few struggles along the way, like bottles of water and lunch. You didn't think I was going to let that one go, did you? We also saw you leave here standing tall as if you conquered the world. You left here like a band of brothers, a group that couldn't be stopped. We applaud your hard work, your dedication to succeeding, your teamwork in getting through this academy. Cherish the bond that every one of you have made with your fellow recruits and continue to be there for each other as you embark on your next journey. Please promise me you'll continue to be the best you can, continue to learn, and strive for perfection. I'll leave you with this. Remember that we're here for people on their worst day, and we have a chance to make things better for them. Continue to uphold that duty, pride, and tradition that has been set by all of those before us. Be the best you can be. Be the fireman you would want showing up when it's your family that may need to call 911. Continue to uphold the oath that you have all taken. Stay focused on the job, and please stay safe. To recruit class 2201, congrats.
Didn't we see him on Chicago Fire? Come on. Thank you, Chris. That was very nice. We're going to have another lead instructor give you a few words of wisdom. Lieutenant Tony Ferrero from the Carpentersville Fire Department. He's their training officer up there. He's been with the academy since almost its inception, and he's got something he'd like to share with not only the family but with the recruits too. Tony?
Thank you for coming, everyone. My name is Lieutenant Tony Ferrero from the Carpentersville Fire Department. I've been a firefighter for about 17 years. As Chief Fahey said, 6 years, along with Lieutenant Tierney here. This is our 6th academy with our dual or triple guys, Chief Stout, myself, and Lieutenant Tierney. Welcome, friends and family, and firefighters, chief officers. Thank you for coming today. Dr. Sam, Dean Taylor, and ECC staff, thank you for coming today as well and always here to support us and our program. 2201, you guys did it. Congratulations. I myself did it in 2001, and by God, this was the second best decision I made in my life. My first was obviously marry my beautiful wife, who was supposed to be here, and this was going to get me brownie points, but she's not, so maybe she's watching on YouTube. I do have a few words to share with you, and I hope you guys listen to me one last time as your instructor and absorb these words as advice. Make no mistake about it that this is a customer service profession. Our customers may not look like you, may not sound like you, may not act like you, but damn it, they depend on you. We are the reliable constant in an unreliable, inconsistent world. No matter where you are in our great country, when you dial those 3 numbers, within minutes, help is at your door. Please understand that you guys are that help now. In my firehouse and in this hallway, there is a picture on the wall of the door that leads to the apparatus bay. You can't miss it. You can't miss it for a reason, because we want that to be the last thing that you see before you climb on that rig and respond on that call. That picture has 4 rules on it. Rule number 1 is do your job. Do your job to the best of your ability and do what's expected and strive to exceed expectations. Rule number 2 is treat people right. Remember, they are calling you at their worst time to help them. We run in, they run out. One of the things I love most in this job is that firefighters don't say, "I don't know." When it comes to solving problems, we just always find a way. Number 3 and 4 is an all-in attitude and an all-out effort. These 2 are extremely important in my eyes, and for those who know me, you know I live this. All-in attitude means you walk into the firehouse excited to know that you are one in 1,334,000 firefighters in America. And hopefully you can make a positive difference in someone's life during your tour of duty. Whether it's your first or 15th call, maintain a positive attitude. It's not the customer's fault that you're having a heart attack, that they're having a heart attack, or the fire started at 3 a.m. All-out effort. All-out effort means to not be satisfied with mediocrity. Strive for greatness, hunger for knowledge, and don't settle for the status quo. I promise if you live by those 4 rules above, you will have a long and successful career. Remember, you have complete control of your attitude and your work ethic. To Chief Fahey, it's sad to think that this is your last graduation with us. I want to thank you for your unwavering support in us and in this program. I especially want to thank you for taking a chance on 2 eager, hungry, stubborn firefighters, myself and Lieutenant Tierney, and giving us the tools and the opportunity, along with Chief Stout, to make this BOF program one of the best out there. You will be missed greatly, sir. Thank you. I leave you with this. The other day, my fire chief and I were talking in the back patio station over a cigar about the future and the culture of our fire service. This graduating class, you are the future. You are the future that we were talking about that day. And you have the responsibility to carry on our good traditions, to carry on our good name, to provide a culture of the future fire service that includes our past members and the people that came before us, as well as all the hard work and dedication they provided to make this job what it is today, while also never letting it fail or waver and continually improve and make this profession better every day you're there. Lastly, never ever forget that this is the greatest job in the world and that it's a privilege to be here. Congratulations, 2201.
Thank you, Tony. And to the recruits, pay attention to them 2 minutes, not the last you're going to see of them. They're gonna go places and continue to do great things, both here at the college and in the fire service. I think we told the family that they've worked hard for 16 weeks. Think back what it was like in January, and then again, coming all the way through February, March, and April, from the cold to the heat. We're gonna show a quick little video of some of their progress and what they did in the last 16 weeks. And Michael, if you could do that for us.
All he could hear was a pleading voice as he ran through the flames and crashed in the door. Didn't matter about the smoke or the roar of the fire, nothing could stop him from answering that cry. Another one's gonna live cause of his sacrifice, and that's how you save them, one life at a time. One of the good guys, loyal, strong, and brave. One of the good guys, laying it all on the line every day. It's born in the blood, giving their all. Hometown heroes, and that's why they're called one of the good guys. One of the good guys. She could have called for backup, but there just wasn't time. That car was sinking fast and there was someone inside. She'd taken an oath to serve and protect. She hit that ice cold water with one deep breath. Yet today, she saved somebody's teenage son. Yeah, there's more to this job than just a badge and a gun. She's one of the good guys, loyal, strong, and brave. One of the good guys, laying it all on the line every day. It's born in the blood, giving their all. Hometown heroes, and that's why they're called one of the good guys. One of the good guys.
Thank you, Michael. And for those who want to check out our Academy Facebook page, that's the web address to it, and there's lots and lots of pictures on there. The instructors post them after every practical night, so good stuff to watch. All right. Every Academy class, we have a valedictorian and a leadership award. And the valedictorian's the easy one for the instructors to calculate because it's mathematical, and there's usually not a tie. There's close, but not a tie. And we want to recognize those who do exceptional work on top of everything else they've done in the Academy. So this year, if we could get Michael Kumbo to come up for the valedictorian award. Well done, Michael. And the next award is the Chief's Award. And that's the one that I always get the last. I keep calling my instructors or texting them. All right, guys, I got to get the award ordered. Who won? Well, let us talk about it. We got to talk to the recruits because that's a leadership award. And just about every academy, they ask me if they can have 16 leadership awards. And I tell them, no, the budget does not allow that. There will be one. And so then they come back to me. And they get input from the cadets, they get input from all the instructors, they get input from all the proctors that help, and they narrow it down to one. And this year, the Chief's Award went to Zachary Watchell from Rutland Dundee Fire Department. Carpentersville Fire Department. I'll put you back in Carpentersville for the night. Thank you. Congratulations. Zach?
Like the chief said earlier, this really could have gone to anyone here. Every one of these guys sitting down played a different role in us all succeeding, so this isn't just mine. This belongs to every one of you guys.
So we're just about finished. There's a couple other things that we do. The Academy class, as you saw on your way in, they like to get a plaque, so they're memorialized here at ECC, and they present it to the instructors who have sacrificed so much. For those, if you turned around and saw the flags up there, this is, I believe, our 8th or 9th class coming through ECC. We've put about 200 firefighters on the street in the last 6 years, and we're pretty proud of that. And what I'll share is, while it's every chief in this room's wish that them firefighters stay here, stay in District 509, which is from Algonquin all the way to East Dundee, to Burlington, and all the way down to St. Charles, some of them move on because they get such a good education. Our program is recognized by the National Fire Academy. The students that go on and finish their associate's degree get a FESHI certified associate's degree that they can take anywhere in the country. We currently have graduates from this academy in Fairfax, Virginia, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin. We have one out in Colorado. So they can take their degree and their education and they can bring it with them. It's portable. So we're pretty proud of that. And I think they got, they might need a union electrician for this. Very nice. Well, thank you very much, and that will be displayed proudly on our wall, and the engineer will have to find a place to plug it in. So on your way out later, folks, take a look at the plaques on the wall and the names of all the firefighters and what departments they worked for and sponsored them through this program. And this will be up there proudly as our most recent graduate class. So thank you. So now it's time for the chief to address the recruits. And it might be my last time addressing a recruit class, but it won't be my last time here. These two have me on speed dial. But what I want to tell you guys, I've seen great work, and I've seen good attitude. And I've seen you stay positive, even when you were dog-tired. At the end of a grueling Saturday, and all you want to do is go home. You were tired, you were hurting. But you did what you had to do. You mopped the floors, you cleaned the bathrooms, you put your gear away, you did what you were required to do. But now you're going to go to the firehouse. And while you guys are feeling pretty strong, you guys are a tight-knit group. I remember my group. There was 5 of us in my academy 37 years ago. And I follow all them guys, and we talk to each other still on Facebook. You guys are going to be connected for the rest of your lives when you stay in this service. But when you go back to the firehouse, remember, you're still the probie. And one of my instructors has these words of wisdom. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Listen more than you talk. And that will serve you well in the firehouse. Do your job. Stay positive. Keep the right attitude. So my 37 years in the fire service, I just want to leave you with 3 small bits of advice. 1, enjoy the ride. Don't be in a hurry, guys. Enjoy the ride. I believe my most rewarding time in the fire service was sitting where you guys are sitting. Them first 8 or 9 years were just the greatest. All I had to take care of was my crew, my ambulance, my call. And then I really enjoyed that. Enjoy that. Savor it. Don't be in a hurry to move up. You don't want this job too early in life. There's a lot that comes with it. So enjoy that ride. Find your passion, whether it be public education, whether it's the training division, whether it's equipment repair. The chiefs of your department need experts in all them areas. So find what really enjoys you and then train for it, educate for it, come back to school, get the certifications. Keep that passion and that positive attitude going the right way, and you will have a fun career. So enjoy that ride. The next thing is, I'm really big on owning your attitude. Your attitude is yours. You own it. You come in kind of mad or upset or not feeling good, and you drag the crew down. And then it goes to the call, and the call didn't go so good because you just were kind of dragging. Your attitude is yours. Keep it positive. Don't let anybody drag that attitude down. If things are getting negative around the station or around the kitchen table, take a walk out on the apparatus floor. Pick up a tool. Grab a book. Study a little bit. Own that attitude, and that will serve you well in the fire service. Not only will it serve you well with your department, it'll serve you well with your family, because you'll go home and you'll be just that much more positive. Bad things are going to happen, and we don't get judged on the bad things that happen to us. We get judged on how we respond to those things. So how you respond to negative attitudes, how you respond to them things that didn't quite go your way, is how you are going to be defined in the fire service. You don't get picked for the dive team your first time around. Okay, I didn't get picked this time around. Don't get mad, don't get upset. Figure out what you got to do to get it the next time. Stay positive, stay part of that team. You own your attitude, you stay positive, your career will be fun, and you'll enjoy it. And 37 years later, you'll be sitting up here saying, man, am I glad I did that. Finally, continue your education. Don't give up. And I think this is a great night for the family. You know, they've made it, they've finished, but they're just basic firefighters. It's their first certification in the fire service. Keep going to school. We have a motto here, improving lives through learning. Become a lifelong learner. I guess you guys are tired of hearing my 37 years in the career, but you know what I did last week? I was in Chiefs training all week in Rockford with about 10 other chiefs that are about my age that want to keep our certifications fresh. 37 years later, my wife said to me, where are you going? I said, I'm going to go get my training in. I'm going to get it in and get certified for another year. So I enjoy it. I want you to enjoy it. If you continue your education, it'll open doors for you down the road. Don't chase your education when somebody educated came and passed you up. ECC, like I said earlier to the crowd, we have a FESHI degree. You want to go to Colorado, you find a FESHI bachelor degree program in Colorado, they're going to accept you as a junior. That's a great, great portable degree that's here for you. So we want to see you back. So with that being said, congratulations. You guys, we're proud of you. We want you to stand up. Recruits, turn around. Ladies and gentlemen, ECC's newest firefighter class, 2201. All right, you may be seated. This concludes our ceremony, and what I want to tell the friends and family and the recruits, take some pictures tonight, make some memories. We're going to leave our flags posted. The family wants to go up and get pictures. The instructors, Chris Tierney is a photogenic type of guy, unless his wife makes him go home. Take pictures, memorialize this. These are going to be pictures that you're going to look at 20, 30 years from now and say, wow, I remember them days at ECC and how much I learned and what a great career I had. Thank everybody for coming. Take your time leaving. We're not in a rush to get out of here. Enjoy the evening, and once again, congratulations.
Unbeknownst to the fire chief, we moved the engine down to the burn tower. We thought it'd be a cooler picture. So if you guys want to walk down to the burn tower, take your families down there, you can get a picture in front of the engine in front of the burn tower.